Top 12 Actor Superhero Transformations. In the last several years, superhero movies have evolved in a variety of ways. One of the most noticeable distinctions between films created in the 1990s and those made now is how the actors seem in their roles. The actors portraying these characters are now expected to appear like superheroes. Actors who have transformed their bodies from a normal state to that of a real-life superhero. Before we start the video, please subscribe my YouTube channel so that you can be updated by my new videos. The changes show that superhero bodies are not unreachable. In fact, anybody can achieve this level of change if they take the appropriate approach and genuinely dedicate themselves to the task. No, it appears that many of these actors have never lifted a dumbbell before being hired as a muscle-bound superhero capable of breaking gems just by flexing their biceps. Levi's gym gains have been spectacular in the few glances we've gotten, but how does he compare to some of the other renowned actors and actresses in the MCU and DCEU? Here are some of the most well-known actors who have transformed into superheroes on the big screen. Number 12. Charlie Cox. In his brief acting career, Charlie Cox has had a few memorable parts. While he's shown as Tristan Thorne in Stardust and Owen Sleater in Boardwalk Empire, neither role necessitated his being in top physical shape. All of that changed when he was cast as Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil, a blind lawyer, vigilante. Cox was instructed by producer Stephen DeKnight that he needed to weigh 175 pounds for this job, and he'd have to look the part as well. Number 11. Stephen Amell. Stephen Amell has long been interested in athletics and physical fitness, as is well known. The Canadian actor grew up playing hockey and works out and practices parkour with his cousin Robbie on a regular basis, a talented actor in his own right. Amell has made a recent effort to go on NBC's obstacle course reality competition show, American Ninja Warrior, alongside Neville in a tag team bout against King Barrett and Stardust, which finished with Amell jumping from the top rope onto his opponent. Because of his parkour background, producers will let him perform many of his own, usually less dangerous, stunts, such as the time he scaled a 10-foot fence and leapt from a rooftop onto a truck below, as seen in several videos of Amell working out on the brutal salmon ladder, a routine that has been featured many times in the show Arrow. Number 10. Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman has been playing Wolverine in the X-Men films for almost a decade, and with each edition, he has gotten in better condition. Hugh Jackman attributes his ability to bulk out in the way he did to play one of the most iconic X-Men characters to a shift in his diet. Jackman has achieved the muscularity of a pro bodybuilder, which is no small achievement considering his height of 6 feet 4 inches. He was thin, strong, and extraordinarily athletic as Wolverine. This, in my opinion, is the perfect superhero body. It's crucial to stress that this was not a simple task. Number 9. Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth was a relatively unknown actor who acted in an Australian soap series called Summer Bay before taking on the role of Thor in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Chris Hemsworth hasn't looked back on his fitness path since becoming Thor, and he's even developed his own workout app, Center. What's even more incredible is that Chris was able to get this incredible physique by merely doing 3 hard, high-volume gym sessions every week. With this, a strong emphasis was placed on the growth of Thor's arms and shoulders. After all, he does enjoy wearing a singlet. It's crucial to note that Chris was only able to do so because he was diligent with his nutrition, which eventually led to his becoming the slim 201-pound demigod we know today. Number 8. Christian Bale. Christian Bale, an Academy Award winner, is noted for his dramatic changes for film roles. One of his most well-known projects is bulking up for his role as Batman in the Dark Knight trilogy. Christian Bale gained 100 pounds for Batman Begins, but this was too much muscle for the Batsuit, so he had to shed 20 pounds. Sled drags, tire flips, and loaded bear crawls were part of his regimen, which was a unique blend of heavy compound motions and functional athletic duties. This helps to explain why Bale has such a large amount of functional muscle. Number 7. Ben Affleck. Christian Bale isn't the only actor who bulked up for the role of Batman. Even though Ben Affleck is already 6 feet 4 inches tall, he bulked up for Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. The Dark Knight Returns version of Batman was brought to life by Ben Affleck's physique for Zack Snyder's flick. Ben Affleck has always been in good physical shape. Even throughout the filming of Daredevil in 2003, he was in excellent physical shape. For Batman v Superman, Justice League, and his cancelled Batman solo project, he felt obligated to elevate his game. That's exactly what he did. Affleck worked out 5 to 6 days a week, often twice a day, but the technique he used to bulk up was called wave loading. He'd do numerous rounds of an exercise while changing the weights and repetitions to engage various muscles and promote development. Number 6. Henry Cavill. Many actors have played Superman throughout the years, but none have come close to matching his look as Henry Cavill. For Man of Steel, the British actor worked non-stop to make himself appear like the most powerful superhero of all time. Cavill's physique, however, transformed from runner to bodybuilder owing to trainer Mark Twight, who helped him prepare for his part as Superman in Man of Steel. Cavill has slimmed down a little in the years since the film's premiere, but he has kept the majority of the muscle he put on for the part. He did Superman credit by packing on slabs of solid muscle and then leaning out to the point where his ab veins were visible. Cahill built this body with super trainer Mark Twain, well known for his role as the Spartan trainer in the film 300, working for 2.5 hours every day for 6 months leading up to the film. He publicly conducted a mix of high-volume circuit-style workouts, functional strength workouts, and kettlebell workouts, and the results were incredible to say the least. Number 5. Paul Rudd. With Ant-Man, Paul Rudd made his superhero debut. Paul Rudd is famed for appearing to never age, yet for Ant-Man, he was in the finest shape of his life at the age of 40. He did this by exercising, lifting weights, and adhering to a rigorous diet. Marvel's pick of comedic actor Paul Rudd as Ant-Man was met with skepticism by many comic book aficionados. When fans learned that Rudd will be playing the Scott Lang version of the role instead of Henry Pym, he came under even more pressure. One standard Marvel naked scene was all it took to silence the skeptics and naysayers. Number 4. Chris Pratt. Before taking on the role of Peter Quill in Guardians of the Galaxy, Chris Pratt was best recognized for his role as Andy in Parks and Recreation. To portray Peter Quill, though, he had to learn how to appear like a superhero. Chris Pratt shed a significant amount of weight in just 8 months by working out and eating better. Chris worked out 5 to 6 times per week in a bodybuilding-style gym to gain the muscle he needed for this part, as well as 3 to 4 times per week in the gym for cardio to help him lose weight. Pratt admitted that this was the most challenging thing he had ever done, but also the most satisfying, something I believe we can all appreciate. Number 3. Kumail Nanjiani, another well-known actor, recently underwent a heroic makeover for the film The Eternals. As production on Eternals came to a close, Kumail Nanjiani flaunted his fantastic body on Instagram, and the internet went berserk. In the upcoming film Eternals, Kumail Nanjiani will play Kingo Sunan. Number 2. Tom Hardy. For his performance in Warrior, Tom Hardy appeared to be rather outstanding. A slender person who not only looked the role but also have the physical capabilities to portray it. But there was something other about Bane. Hardy has been quoted as claiming that he worked out 4 times a day and ate a staggering 6,000 calories every day to get his superhuman figure. Hardy created a heroic physique that could tear Batman in half and took up the entire screen. If I've ever witnessed a metamorphosis this spectacular, this is it. With his training, Hardy transformed himself into one of the most physically imposing villains of all time, gaining over 30 pounds of heft, muscle, and power in just 4 days. Hardy looked the part of the super-strong genius who breaks Batman's spine, but as he recently acknowledged, the change was not without cost. Number 1. Aaron Taylor Johnson. Because of his prior role as the Human Torch in 2 Fantastic Four films, Chris Evans was already in great condition when he was cast as Captain America. In the instance of Aaron Taylor Johnson, playing Kick-Ass didn't necessarily provide him an advantage when it came to bulking up for his role as Quicksilver in Avengers: Age of Ultron. However, a comparison of the 2 outfits, if you can call Quicksilver's appearance a costume, reveals that Johnson made considerable gains in order to play the deceased Maximoff twin. I hoped you find this video helpful. If you liked the video, Please like and subscribe as it really helps our channel, and remember to give your feedback in the comments below. See you in the next video with some more interesting topics and facts.